How's it going, everybody? You are tuned into Intelligent Thoughts. My name is Dustin Coyle. This is the Daily Wager for Wednesday, May 3rd, 2017. We recapping yesterday a little bit. We should have went 0-2, should have lost both of those games. Instead, by some twist of fate, we win both of those games. The first game, Boston having to come back basically from being behind the entire game. They end up winning 129 and 119 in overtime. So that minus 210 ended up paying out there. Definitely should have lost the game, though. Got dominated for the majority of the game. Isaiah Thomas finishes with 53 points. I think 26 of those were in the fourth quarter in overtime. Took over late. Horford adds 15, 12 rebounds. A good game for Horford. Good game all around, actually, defensively especially in the second half there for Boston. In the loss, John Wall, 40 points, 13 assists, excuse me. And then a lot of people, 14 only for Beal, not a fantastic performance there. Just 4 of 15 shooting. 16 for Morris, all the starters in double digits. A couple guys off the bench in double digits as well. Definitely should have lost that game. We ended up getting the W there. Can't complain though. I mean, that's kind of the whole point of it here. And then the second game, Golden State had been blowing out Utah the whole game. They win 106-94. As I said, anybody who took that Golden State money line, that was a lock, and it obviously has turned out to be true that is a lock there. I don't know. I put money on Utah plus 13 though. They lose by 12 points due to Golden State scoring 0 points in the last 2.5 minutes of the game, and we win that one as well. So I guess a pretty fortunate set of circumstances there to help us out. Golden State last night, a franchise playoff low, 7 turnovers for the entire game. Pretty impressive there. In the win, oops, what am I doing here? Curry has 22, Durant 17, Draymond 17, 8 and 6. He's probably the best player for them in the game. Klay Thompson adds 15. Nothing too off the charts there for anybody. Hayward 12 points only. Gobert 13 points, 8 rebounds. No real Joe Johnson 11 points. And then Rodney Hood had 12, but I think 10 of them were before halftime. Good win there for Golden State. Pretty obvious, as expected, I would say. All right, and tonight we have another doubleheader, the same one that we had 2 days ago. You can kind of probably see where I'm looking here. 5 o'clock, TNT, Game 2, Toronto at Cleveland. In franchise history, the Toronto Raptors are 1-5 in Game 2s on the road. Have never won a playoff series when going 0-2. The Cavaliers are, I think they're 16-1 at home in playoffs. Let's see. Dating back to the LeBron return, 29-4 against the East overall, 5-0 in these playoffs here. LeBron James is 25 points short of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for second place in NBA playoff scoring history. So far, this postseason, he's averaging 33.2, 9.8 rebounds, and 8 assists. And as far as shutting him down, the Raptors kind of need to figure something out. It looks like they might start P.J. Tucker instead of DeMar Carroll, and they might play small ball. Tucker could play the 4. Norman Powell might play the 3, take Valanciunas out. We'll kind of see as we go forward, what they choose to employ as their strategy here in this one. All right, I like Cleveland, not quite as much as I did in game number 1. All the statistics had just led to that one being a game 2. I think Toronto has a better shot, but you got to think that it's probably still going to be a Cavalier victory here. Let's take a look at the spread. All right, Cavs -7. Money line -340. I think that was a little higher earlier, actually. It's going back down. Hopefully we can get it back around the 300 that we saw from the other day. In this one, I do like... I think I like both Toronto +7. Because that actually seems a little bit high to me. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm kind of on the edge on that one. And then Cleveland minus 340. Pretty sure I like that, especially if we can do one of those parlays the same way we did the other night. I think that's a good idea. We're going to do the parlay with Cleveland and then take both of the other guys in the other game. We'll get a little bit of guaranteed money, or a little bit better odds for our guaranteed money if LeBron pulls that shit off. And then I'm contemplating taking Toronto +7 as well. But as far as that game's concerned, that's where I stand. Let's take a look at game 2. 7:30 p.m. TNT once again. We have game 2, Houston at San Antonio. The game 1, Houston won by 27 points. Blew them out the entire time. Made 22 3-pointers. I think that's their playoff high for a game. That is the Spurs' playoff high for a game given up. A few players over 14 points. Like, truthfully, a few for Houston. Kawhi had 21, 11, and 6. Not a lot of scoring for anybody else on San Antonio the other day, though. Kind of the same exact scenario tonight. Houston's going to try to shoot the lights out. San Antonio's going to have to make their shots. They're going to have to get some scoring. LaMarcus Aldridge is going to have to show up. Same exact scenario tonight. Let's go take a peek at the spread. San Antonio minus 5.5, so it's the same spread essentially as it was in game 1. I think that's fair, probably accurate. Money line, we're looking at a minus 267 plus 227 for Houston. Again, let's go ahead and take this Cleveland parlay with both the underdog money line and the favorite money line. Set them up however you like. I like to set them up to where I would make the same amount no matter who wins on the second game, usually. That's usually how I like to play it. And then we'll move on from there. Toronto +7, I'm thinking about it. Really, really thinking about it. You know, Cleveland's not a good defensive team. I expect a big game from DeRozan. He played pretty well, or okay, I guess, in the first game. Not too well. Nothing up to what his lofty standards or lofty-ish standards may be. Kyle Lowry, I would expect. I don't see back-to-back bad games for Lowry. I think he plays well today. I don't know if I'm going to take the +7, though. I'll think about that for a while. I would suggest everybody else also contemplate it for a little bit before they take it if they're looking that direction. But that parlay, Cleveland with San Antonio against your Cleveland with Houston, I think that's a pretty solid bet as far as this one goes. And honestly, if you're really just wagering. Like, if Cleveland were to lose the first one, you would win on your Toronto +7. So if you take Toronto +7, you kind of negate, to some extent, not really a lot, though, but I mean, I guess you marginalize your losses a touch from Cleveland. And then there's always the sweet spot in the middle where Cleveland wins by 6 points or 5 points. You have a good game, and then you win on all angles there. All right, well, this is going to take us to the end of the show. Everybody go out, get your picks in. I'm going for a drive. It's sunny. Until I talk to you later, I love you.